Welcome back, everyone. So, the big reveal. Which painting did she decide to do next? Well, here it goes. I'm going to reveal. Oh, I'll use a piece of sticky. Here it comes. Ready? I don't think this will be a big surprise. Here it comes. I'm half sick of shadows, said the lady of Shalott. That's the one I'm doing. And I'm currently working on the upper corner there. And oh my goodness, the canvas is so easy to see. The symbols, they did a brilliant job. I'm not having any problems at all. And the drills themselves, wow, they are amazing. Sometimes you'll find a color here or there where it's smaller than most of the diamonds. I have yet to find that color. This canvas has 44 colors, and I've used most of them, believe it or not, in all of this, but there are a few I haven't. But I am very impressed and super happy with this. Over the moon. So anyway, I wanted to show you kind of my setup, which is why I've got you, not stabilized. I talked to you about preparing the canvas and how I was going to take that new tool and cut the clear. So this is all covered. This is not sticky. And then I take the bottom and I just rolled it up, and I got some binder clips. So now it hangs off the edge of my desk, and I can scoot up to it and work along the edge and then roll it up, and I'll just, redo my release papers when I get to that section. Now this canvas happens to fit on my desk. I think you can see that. Yes. So I go from, well, no, you can't. It fits the knee opening of the desk. So there's the start of the end of the knee area, the knee well, and it goes here. And actually the knee well continues over. However, I have all my diamonds over here, so that's what I keep that free for. So I will also tell you that this canvas came with washi tape in it. It was stuck up in the very top of the tube. So I had to, what did I do with it? I don't know where it is, but anyway. So that's it right here. It says Ever Moment, which is very cool. In fact, all their stuff said Ever Moment, the bags, and it was very nice. And I have washi the very top because I like to move my trays, and I can't get it. I had to have it way out here to use so that it wasn't on the sticky. Although this is a poured glue canvas, poured glue, and I can tell because it had the clear, came with a clear covering. Their border stuck out, quite a bit farther from the edges of the canvas. So on this, as I work down, you can tell. So all that lighted section is sticky. So as I work down, I'm gonna cover that with some washi as well, just because I work like that, and then it's always sticking, or my sleeve is sticking. So, all right, all that said, maybe I'll get to diamond painting. So excuse my hand, you're probably gonna see it while I try and get you in my contraption here. All right. So here's a good little, a nice little cover minder that I made personally. So it came with a set of 2 bunnies, one sitting flat and one with his 2 legs up, and the other one's sitting flat or laying flat. And the only issue I have with not having a flat cover minder is that sometimes I want my hand up here, and this is, you know, kind of in the way. And sometimes I'm working and I want my tray over here, and it's, well, a flat one would be in the way too. So I guess I can't really say that, but it is handy to have. And I've been using a piece of little blue sticky tack or whatever sticky tack you have just to keep this down, and then it would be flat, but I wanted to use my bunny again, so that's what he's there for. All right, let's get you situated. Sorry for all the movement again. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to move my canvas rather than you all so much. You will probably appreciate that as well. And I'll try and make it straight for you too. Straighter. All right. Whew. Lovely section to work on. So I have a few, I did go over and read this. I'm going to stick it in the camera. Let's see. That came with the box. Statement of, sorry, it's my bunny rabbit, diamonds we are using. And basically it is, one more time, here it comes. Resin and acrylic. So if I've got this right, according to what that says, resin diamonds are more costly, so canvases will be more expensive. And they're shinier, and they have, yes, I'm having a hard time finding words. They're shinier. Man, I just went through my head on this and now it's just flown right out there, sir. Okay. Let me think about it for a second. They say that they're heavier. I guess maybe that was what I was looking for as well. So they're shinier, heavier, and more costly to make. Hence, you find most diamonds are made out of acrylic. Now, the colors are the same, and the cuts are the same. So there's no difference there. Now, they also made mention that resin diamonds, there would be a lot of what we call trash, and not in the acrylic, not so much in the acrylic diamonds. I don't know. This one has had, and they also state that they are using resin diamonds, not the acrylic. I can't tell. I would probably need to do once the canvas is finished, put it up with one of my, maybe I'll choose an Amazon inexpensive one, assuming that maybe the diamonds were acrylic on that one, and do a comparison in the light. But I don't know. Can't prove it by me, but I will say that there are some vendors that you get your kits from, and there seems to be a lot of what we term trash. in it. And by trash, let me see if I can find something here, which helps using a white tray, by the way. All these look great. So there's none there that's obvious that I can show you, but I have some in here, my little trash pail. So obviously this, you can see, has stuff attached to it. So that's definitely trash. This was a little chip, so that's trash. I typically do not break apart my ones that are stuck together like that. Now, if I were to run out, you bet I'd be digging in that pail for the ones that were stuck. Oh my gosh, you can't see any of that. I am so sorry. All right, here we come. Back down. This is in my little pail. One more time for the camera. Sorry, everybody. The two that are stuck together, so you can see that. Yes, if I needed them, I would be going back through them and digging them out and doing what I could to pull them off. Okay, this one here is what we call a tag. See that pointy bit? That is called a tag. Now, sometimes you get the tags on the corners, like there's another one. And then sometimes you get it, like this one has, on this edge. Hang on. It's on the white, so you should be able to see that. It's on this side, in the middle. I would bring it closer, but I'm not sure that that will help. Plus, I move around a lot. So that's considered, those are considered tags, and you don't want to use those because the diamonds will not lay nicely together because there's something in the way. Now this one, I don't know if you can tell, it's actually kind of hollow, so it doesn't have a flat bottom. You don't want to use those either. There's nothing to adhere to the canvas. So those are, and this one, it just looks serrated there. So that's kind of several tags. Hopefully you can see that. Several tags on that one almost. Anyway, I just wanted to go over those, and here's something, just a blob. And here's another blob. So all that stuff gets, you know, in with the diamonds. And that's just part of the process. As you work through your tray, you find those and you discard them. Now let me move those out of the way. All right. And carry on. So this is a prime example of, I'm using tweezers because I'm back to doing a square diamonds. And this is how I like to start out. I do as many as I can with my tweezers. And again, I'll state that when I first started using tweezers, I had to have them like straight up and down. And that's how I placed them, straight up and down. Now I'm better and I can go a little offset and still lay a straight diamond. So as you get better, that's good to know. You progress. All right. Then when I've laid as many singles as I can, if they're next to each other, I choose not to use the tweezers. I know there are people out there who do, and that's perfectly fine if you can get that to work and figure it out. I just never, and I won't say that I never do it. Like if all these were I was subject to being done with the number 8. But there was one diamond that needed to be laid with the pen because it was, say it was that one right there. You better believe I would use that one went flying. I would do what I needed to do to get that one to lay there. there you go. I just did one. But it's a little more time consuming, and I just don't want to do that. I like to, for me, it's quicker. But it might be quicker for you. You might be able to whiz at it. So carry on. Carry on by all means. Okay, I think I'm about to get... See, there's lots of confetti. Woohoo! And this side, I will tell you what I've already laid. All these over here. It looks kind of dark, but look at all that confetti in amongst it. Even the very beginning one. It's not as solid as it looks without the light. So in daylight, well, let me turn off the my light box too. Oh, that's a whole different view. Well, for me, it's dark, but on the camera, it's not. But it looks pretty, like I did some color blocking over there, but nope. It's all confetti, so I'm a very happy camper with all this. All right, pin time. And I did not really do a great job laying those diamonds flat. But I can see right away that this one is a partial diamond, so I want to get rid of that. And here's two that are stuck together. Or no, that one just had tags on it. All right, so everything else looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go in and stick them down. And because this one, the diamonds so far have been so uniform in their sizing, there's lots of snapping and that snapping sound, not from my wax, believe it or not, but from putting it in place because there's diamonds surrounding it. And they're all, you know, a snug fit. I love that. That's one of the loves of doing squares, I think, for a lot of people is, you know, that nice snapping sound. All right. You see any E's? Don't tell me to go fish. You got any E's? I see some. Okay. Let's see. I was also thinking when I was looking at this canvas and what I've already placed, I wondered, and it was just because of the lighting, I thought, oh, that seems like an odd color diamond. And I'll pan you over. Right there. That seemed kind of odd, that orange, dark orangey one. So I wonder if it really should be there. That has to do with rendering and how the canvas is rendered. And I honestly don't know how this canvas was rendered. A lot of companies do digital rendering, and they just have the piece of art either scanned or I don't actually know what they do, but somehow they get it on the computer and that spits out what the symbols, what colors should be used. And occasionally there's just a weird, you know, little blip. And there's nothing wrong with deciding not to take that out of your work when you're finished. Just stand back and look at it. Up close, yes, it's going to be offensive because it jumps out as, wow, that just looks weird in that one spot. But when you back away from the canvas, which is how these are meant to be viewed, not so up close and personal, Now, what is your eye telling you? Does it need to be removed? Maybe it's perfectly fine. It's just, an added little, and maybe you can see why it's there. And maybe you can't. Maybe it's just that it's not offensive now. In that case, leave it. But if it still bugs you that it's there, then pry that little puppy out and replace it with a color that you want in there. This is your canvas. You can make those decisions and not feel like it's going to be wrong. So, wanted to share that little tidbit. And I think I'm nearing the end of my time. I've enjoyed showing this little setup here with you and talking to you about those little tidbits. So I'm going to carry on and hope that you have the most enjoyable day and that you find time to diamond paint yourself. And I will look forward to seeing you next time. God bless.